Hello, I'm Mal, and welcome back to XCOM The Long War, Beta 14. Alright, we're going to continue where we left off. We're going to spin the globe. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I want to see how much a railgun would cost. Yeah, I had this really good suggestion about building some railguns for the mechs, and the reason being is, so the railguns don't cost much, and they do the same damage as pulse tier weapons do. They do a DR reduction of 0.33, and they have one more base ammo. So this is really good for mechs that have multiple shots, like a Valkyrie or even an in-the-zone mech, like the way I've got my Jaeger mech built. So I think I do want to build some of these, and question is, should I get rid of that other pulse lance? Should I cancel this? Yeah, I think I'm going to cancel this and use the money instead. Yeah, I'm going to delete this order. And instead, I'm going to build a couple of railguns. So the one thing you do lose is you lose a little bit of crit, but that's... Oh, excuse me, that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's build 2 of these, and they'll be ready in 9 days. I like it. Okay, so... Alarium's starting to become a problem, but I'm sure we'll be doing plenty of, like, large ship assaults, and I'm still planning to do base assaults. Eve and a couple of other subscribers think that there's no way I can do multiple base assaults in a given month. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Actually, I probably can't because I don't have enough money to build the skeleton keys, and they take a while to build, and, you know, I'm only going to have so many soldiers available. But my plan is still to, let's see, let's take a look. If I can pull off one this month and then another one next month. Let's see. Yeah, my Aegis armor will be done in 7 days. Recoilless rifle. I'll have these other railguns in 2 days, or in 9 days. The Seraph armor in 9 days. So it looks like about 10 days out from now, I should be able to do a base assault. That's what it's looking like. Yeah. Alright. Well, is there anything else we want to try to build? I don't know. Let's see. What do we have here? Yeah, I have some people on fatigue status. It's fine. They're coming out soon. And I only have a handful of wounded soldiers, which is kind of nice. Oh, look at that! Mad King, our commanding officer, is going to come back into active duty in 3 hours. Alright, nice. So, Ghost is 14 days out. Wolfric's 9 days out. Sergius is 8 days out. Okay, so the longest is 14 days out right now. That's not bad. And what's my total roster? 67. Well, that's a little misleading because I've got quite a few at not even specialist rank, at PFC rank. Yeah. Which I doubt that I'm going to use any of these people. We'll see, but probably not. Alright, let's scan. Do have a UFO up here hunting for satellites, unfortunately, and I don't have interceptors to send. So it may shoot something down.
Commander,
of course.
no longer responding to guidance commands.
Ah, great. So what's panicking? Russia? Okay, well, that's not a huge problem. I have an available satellite, but we'll wait towards the end of the month before we launch it. Yeah. However, I do need to get another satellite cooking then, if I don't have one already being built. No, I don't. Okay, so how much is that going to cost us? 114, alright. Why am I doing it? Well, because you always want a spare satellite available for exactly that reason. 2 scientists... 1 engineer for 30 fragments? No. No. Okay, let's sell some stuff then. I need what, 80... like 80 bucks or something? I could sell some of these heavy floaters. Sell the Thin Men corpses, I don't think I need those. Mutant Elite corpses I need for ammo conservation, because I don't think I've done that yet. Sell some drone wrecks. There we go, that's plenty. Build by items, and...
Commander, our
there we go.
satellite uplink facilities are at full capacity. We should build additional uplinks as soon as possible.
Okay, now, in terms of facilities, we've got 19 days left on the Elarium generator. When that's done, we'll get rid of this thermal generator and put another satellite uplink right there. Then we can expand satellite coverage. Which actually, that and the skeleton key, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do multiple base assaults. Damn it! Well, we'll do the best we can. Alright, let's scan. Pack rat's back. Failure on Foster. Oh, I'm shocked. Okay, I guess we'll send him again. I panic. Okay, defense matrix done. Good. Ben Paulson's back. Sharon's back. Okay, what do we got here? Alright, that's a small scout. Let's try to take it out with a regular interceptor.
Bangs out. Approaching target now.
Use a tracking module. Nope, just blew it away. Alright. Well, we can always use the money, so I guess that's not a bad thing. And we probably should save the money. Hold on. Who needs to go to the Gen Lab? Okay, you have secondary heart. Okay. That's the most important thing on these Master Sergeants. Okay, SWToR has it as well. Okay, Mad King has it. Dino Kitty has it. Okay. What about Odette? Yep. Kwame? Yep, you're good. Jack is good. I checked Darkstar already? Yep, she's got secondary heart. Elsa has secondary heart. Okay, that's the bulk of the Master Sergeants. Yep, has it. Has it? Ben does not. Okay, well, you're gonna go get secondary heart, pal.
Excellent. We'll begin prepping the candidate for surgery immediately. I will notify you when the genetic modification...
Alright, advanced servo motors is almost done. Let's see. Assign new projects. Anything here we can get that's cheap? And I'd love to have... Oh, it's Mutant corpses. I thought it was Mutant Elite corpses. Whatever. We don't have the money for it right now anyway. Mech close combat. Yeah, I'd like to have that at some point too. There's lots of stuff I want. I'm money blocked right now. Okay, alloy carbide plating's almost done. That's the extra DR plating for the mechs. Galena's back, nice. Sarah's back. Okay, alloy carbide's done. And did anything else open up over here? Yeah, Elarium turbos allow mechanized units to move faster on the battlefield. Mm-hmm. I do want some of these. 5 days, huh? Okay, let's build 2 of them. This is weird that we're not having any activity. Okay, there we go. An abductor. Try to shoot him down? Well, I mean, it might give us an actual abduction mission. And I've got two. Why do I have two? Wait a minute. Hold on. Why do I have two firestorms there? Okay, that's a firestorm, and that's a firestorm. Okay, you're not supposed to be here, dude. You're not. No, you're supposed to be. Hold on. You're an interceptor. You're an interceptor. You're an interceptor. Okay, so you need to go here, and you need to go there. Okay. Okay, and then this guy, who's done in 4 days, will go to Africa. Right. Okay. Sheesh. Okay, so let's try to shoot this guy down.
Engaging bogey. Closing on target.
Yeah, we don't have enough damage output to do it. Okay, we're disengaging. Okay. That's definitely not worth it. Now our firestorm's going to be down for, whatever, weeks. When the heck are EMPs ever going to be done? 13 more days? Ridiculous how long it takes to make those things.
Commander.
And it's an abduction mission, so I really shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Alright, I'm going to make a quick cut in the video, and I'll come back to you with the team that we're going to take on this mission. See you in a sec. Alright, let's take a look at the team. So with the exception of who's leading it, Mad King, our commanding officer for our XCOM team, other than him, everyone in this group can benefit, I'm pretty sure, yeah, everyone here can benefit from experience. Which I think is nice, considering who we have leading it, so they'll all get extra XP from going with him. Let's take a look here, starting off at the left. We've got Jetpack Paul Davis, our Marauder mech, Mech 2 Defender suit, Pulse Lance, Grenade Launcher, a Flamethrower, Autoloader for an extra shot, and then Weapon Gyros. Just a quick look at his abilities as a refresher: Shock Absorbent Armor, Body Shield, Close Combat Specialist, Damage Control, Bring 'em On, and Hit and Run. So he's kind of a balanced build of, you know, pretty tanky, and then also damage dealing, because I could have taken Repair Servos here, and instead I took Bring 'em On. And I actually like this setup quite a bit. I don't know if people agree with this build or not, and I'm okay with if they don't. I actually like this build quite a bit. And the only thing I think I would change is, instead of Body Shield, I don't know, I like the +1 mobility. Body Shield in general is decent, but I don't know, I might have taken Aggression. I don't know, it's tough to say, but I like everything else that I took on him. I like Close Combat Specialist, I like Bring 'em On, and I really do like Hit and Run. This is a really good ability. Okay, so let's move on to the next. We're bringing Hardwired with us as our Goliath mech. Loadout: Mech 2 Defender, a Laser Lance, Grenade Launcher, Flamethrower, an Alloy Belt, and the Alloy Carbide Plating, which gives you a +1 to damage reduction against all hits and +1 hit point. So let's take a look at her abilities. She has Absorption Fields, she has Body Shield, and Close Combat Specialist. Alright. Jaeger Mech, Sharon Lawrence. Mech 1 suit, Laser Lance, Flamethrower, Tactical Sensors, and a Battle Computer. So I don't have Squad Sight on her yet. So if we take a look at her abilities, all she has is Vital Point Targeting, which you start with. However, as you can see from her loadout, she should be okay as long as the other two mechs are forward of her. With Tactical Sensors, she is going to have Tactical Sense perk, So at the minimum, she's going to get +5 defense from that, and then she has a static +30 from her natural defense of her suit plus the battle computer, which gives her +10 to aim, critical chance, and defense. It's got to be the best mech item there is. So with 35 defense, essentially, right, if there's at least one target exposed, which there would be, they should prioritize shots against the other mechs. In particular, our Goliath mech, which is where I want the damage to go. Alright, now let's take a look at Mad King. We haven't seen him in a while. His equipment: carapace armor, pulse, sniper rifle, laser pistol, a spare med kit, high capacity mags, and a scope. And then if we look at his abilities, remember he was originally a Beta 13 soldier and carried over to Beta 14, thus the reason why on certain tiers he has multiple abilities. Squad sight, gunslinger, he has both disabling shot and precision shot, which is awfully nice. Executioner and aggression, he has sharpshooter, bring him on, and double tap. So if you look at his build, he's pretty much set up for maximum damage at range with high crit potential. Alright, let's see. How many kills does he have? 113 kills. Wow. That's kind of insane. Alright, now we have Elena. She's coming, or aka Rhino, coming as our gunner. Aegis armor, a pulse auto blaster, the cognitive enhancer, which gives her +20% XP, in addition to being in a group with a colonel, so that'll be nice. Smart gun kit, which gives her advanced fire control perk. Again, removes the Overwatch penalty, but you cannot critical hit, so just a reminder. And a scope. She's not the best shot in the world, but hopefully, at least on some exposed targets, she can provide shredder ammo. And again, I'm bringing her. She's coming for experience, that's why she's here. I'm not really relying on her damage. Alright, now we have Fire Phoenix, aka Sergei, our engineer. He's in Titan armor. Pulse rifle, laser pistol, sidearm, 2 ghost grenades, 2 alien grenades, and then in this last spot, I think I'm going to take some Chem grenades, because I've had a lot of mechanical things I've been fighting, and being able to debuff them comes in handy. Alright, Rocketeer here, we're bringing Diesel. His loadout: Aegis armor, pulse rifle, rocket launcher, a spare rocket, the Illuminator gun sight, +10 aim, +10 crit, also gives you Executioner perk with +10 aim and +10 crit against enemies at 50% or less health, and a scope. Gives him over 100 aim, which is awfully nice, and these do stack for the purposes of using the rocket launcher. And then last but not least, we have Maria, aka Gypsy, as our medic. Titan armor, Scatter Blaster. Yeah, I like to give the Scatter Blaster on low aim soldiers, because I figure if you happen to be in close and you have to shoot, at least you can kill the thing, right? So with 77 aim, she's kind of on the cusp of whether or not I would use a pulse rifle on her, so I went ahead and gave her the Scatter Blaster. Laser pistol sidearm, I'm having her bring a smoke grenade. She does have combat drugs, which is kind of nice, so this will give her 2 uses. And then 2 sets of med kits, so she should have 6 uses total of med kits, and we have a spare. And then we also have 2 ghost grenades in the group. So that's what we're going with. I think it looks good. Let's go. Long corridor with numerous vehicles. Every time I think I know what map this is going to be, it ends up not being the one I think. So I'm just not gonna... I'm not gonna guess as to which map this is. Oh.
Argentina next. The threat there seems to be the most pressing.
Oh, the Deluge map. This map is horrible. Oh, man.
Solid copy, Big Sky.
Okay.
Cleared to engage.
Well, I do have 3 mechs, so that's good.
Heading to that location.
Yeah, this is part of the Furies, Prodigy, little mini campaign or whatever you want to call it. That's what this map is from. And it's kind of a... It's just not a great map. It really isn't. A lot of line of sight problems with this, and... At least this is a regular mission and not a council mission or anything, because otherwise it would be kind of problematic with the group I brought. Let's see. Where do I want to go here? Well, I guess for now I'll... See, I could dash up here. I want to dash up there? You know what? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna hang out right here with the sniper. And steady weapon. And then our gunner. She can't move very far, huh? Alright, well, we'll put her right there. Okay, and then our Rocketeer can hang out right here. Steady weapon. Okay, our medic. You know what? She could just hang out right there. And hunker. And then our engineer will move up. I want him near the front. Actually, can we dash him? We could put him there. Alright, that'll work. And Overwatch. Cyberdisk, huh? Okay. See if we can get eyes on that, shall we?
Heading there now.
No. Alright. Jetpack, you go over here. And Sharon, you can hang out back over here behind Hardwired. She can soak the damage for you. There we go. Push the gunner up. Reminder, this gunner does have Shredder, so if she can land a hit, we can shred targets. Okay, move our engineer up a bit. And I think I'm going to put Mad King up in that tower. So I'm just going to dash him over here. Yes, I realize he's in the open. I'm not really too concerned about that right now. We still haven't activated anything. Steady weapon with the Rocketeer. And yeah, push the medic up over here. Overwatch.
Hey, you hear anything?
I do indeed hear something.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Dash up here, and we'll throw a smoke on top of the sniper if we need to. Doesn't have low profile. Okay, let's move Rocketeer up. And do I want to move the medic up? Yeah, let's move up. Okay, and we'll move the engineer up a little bit, but not too far. Still don't want to expose anything just yet. And Overwatch. We'll trigger something on the next round, or we should. Okay, here we go. Let's go take a look.
On my way.
She can go over here. We'll put JP. There we go. Drones. Where's the cyberdisk? I could have swore I heard one. Okay, is that the leader one? Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. Oh, she hit! Okay, wasn't expecting that. That's nice. Okay, you can't see anything. None of you can. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll move up.
Moving out. Enemies inside.
Aha! Okay, another group. Ooh, that's kind of a big seeker. Hi there. Let's see, let's, you know what? Let's move up like so. What's your to hit? 53. Can we get a Kim grenade on him? No, doesn't look like it. Alright. If we move here, we're exposed to this side. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of the drones.
On the move.
Or I could turn her into cover. Let me see what I can do up here. could probably just kill this thing, right? Yeah, let's pop this thing. 2 damage with a precision shot. That was ridiculous. With an 85% chance to crit. That was just stupid. 5 damage between 2 shots. Whatever. Ridiculous. Alright.
Take cover here.
Missed. Okay. Exactly what I was hoping for there. And can I hit all of these? Potentially. There we go. Destroyed 1 and got a promotion. Hey! Okay, that works. %48 chance to kill that one, huh? Alright. There we go. Good hit. Mm-hmm. Overwatch. And I want to stay there. I kind of don't. I'm going to move over here, actually. This is not a... I'm telling you, it's not a particularly strong group that I brought here. And you got JP... I mean, Fire Phoenix is good in terms of providing support, but in terms of dealing damage, it's not his role, right? So then you've got... You got JP, and you've got Mad King. That's about it, really. 5 damage from the medic. See? Having a scatter blaster is not a bad idea. Okay, let's see. Actually, she could use the XP. Let's go ahead and kill this thing. Nice. There we go. Okay, reload. Reload. Move over 1, because we have a couple of Seekers still out there.
Weapon systems ready.
Mm-hmm. Overwatch. I'm actually going to move him back closer to the rest of these people. And he has close combat specialist too, so we'll set him that way. We'll leave her alone. Yep. In the turn. I still hear a Cyberdisc out there. I'm not crazy. I know there is one. Hello, Seeker. No, no one. Alright, it's grabbing Diesel. That's fine. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Get right next to it and shred it? And she's probably not going to kill it, but... Well, she could. No, didn't think so. But now it's shredded, and... Let's come over here with Sharon and get a kill if we can. There we go.
Good riddance.
Okay, reload.
Moving.
We've hardwired over here. And what are we going to do? Set Overwatch again? I think so, yeah. I'll set Overwatch again, but I don't want the video to get too long. So I'm going to end this one here. We'll pick up again in the next one. So I hope you've enjoyed this one so far. And if you have, please hit that thumbs up button. As always, I appreciate your comments and feedback. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I am Mal, and I will see you later.